When you want to send a message that's forever and ever and never ending, here's a perfect card for you, the never ending card. Thanks, my friend, ever so much for everything. From the bottom of my heart, seriously, thanks. And it goes back to the beginning and goes on and on and on. I'm going to show you a really easy way to make this today, and we're going to make it with a different stamp set. We're using Back on Your Feet, so it's going to be a totally different flavor. Karen from Stamping on the Back Porch, and we'll get started. So what we're going to use is 2 sheets of 6-inch square cardstock. I'm using 2 different colors just so it's easier to watch and see what I'm doing, but you can use the same. And then I have some 2 3/4 inch square Whisper White. And then I just took these colors, these same colors that I'm using, these 3, and I cut some that are 2 3/4 by 1 1/4, and then a few that are 1 1/4 inch square. So that's all the supplies. I just cut some extras, so I'm not even saying the exact amount because I just wanted them to play with them as I went through and decided what to put in. Now this is going to be really fun. So here's my 6-inch square. I'm going to score it 1 1/2. Turn my paper around, 1 1/2. And do the very same this, 1 1/2. Turn my paper, 1 1/2. And now I will fold these in. And I want them nice on the score lines there. And I'll do this one. And I'll do this. So now I have these 2 that are just the same. And I'm going to cut each of them in half. So that will be 3 inches. Line up my 3 inches there. And then I'll do the same with this one. 3 inches there. Now this is the most important part. I'm going to line these up. So these 2 are going to be in the middle like this. You see they're all identical, but they look a little different once you line them up like this. So now I'm ready. I'm going to take tear and tape. Now double stick tape would work. You're going to want anything that's pretty strong. So I don't usually use snail on this. I want something a little stronger. So tear and tape is kind of my go-to for things like this. So I'm going to put a couple of rows of tape across the top of that one. And then across the bottom of this one. Flip it and do this side. Okay, so now it looks like this. And one at a time, I'm going to pull these off. So I'll start with this top piece. And this first one, I will hold up here and just try to get it as good as I can right into the corner there. Okay, so I'll lay it down so you can see that's what I did. So now I'm going to take this bottom one and whoops, don't want the whole thing to come off. Well, we'll just hide that if it shows, you know, we'll be fine. These cards are not machine made, so there's little mistakes. It's just part of the flair. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure these are lined up really tight, so that makes, I'm putting that 6-inch square back together. There, and then I can just fold this down. Okay, so that's half, and you can see I'm going to do the same now with this part. So, and I should just do one at a time, so that I can get that lined up. Because with tear and tape, you don't want to, you're not going to take it apart. Okay, so I'm going to get that lined up. Oh, my cutting was a little bit off, it looks like, but that's okay. We'll live with it. It's not always a perfect cutting day, but, or I might have gone a little over on the other side, but it should still all work. Because really, they should fit just flush. And they did on my other card. So I know it can work. It's just that, you know, when we're all here together doing this. Okay, so I have a little gap, but that's totally fine. It's going to be part of my thing, and it's probably because I'm a little off on there. Okay, but perfection, yeah, good enough is good enough, and that's good. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to open. So this is so cool. I'm just going to make sure these go nice and flat. And then we open again. Kids will love making these cards. So teach a kid this or have them teach you. And then we're back at the beginning again. Okay, so we're going to start with, let's see, we're going to use it for our front. Let's decide we're going to use this one. And, actually I'm going to use this one. Okay, just because the colors fit better. Okay, so this is going to be the front of my card. And I may have done my colors wrong from what I originally was thinking, but it's okay. Look at this sigh. I'm going to go through and just fill out each little corner here. And so then on these other parts, I will do my 4 strips here. And you can see I would just go through and build our card. All right, now these aren't gonna be the same order I had them in, so if a card doesn't make sense, it's okay. We start at another point. Okay, so here's gonna be my next one. Love this giraffe. This is not good. And of course, he didn't fit on one of these, but it totally fits that it is not good. I think this is a perfect card for the time that we're in. So I'll put the not good up there. And then giraffe continues down here because, you know, it really just isn't good. Extend that. And then let's see what colors we might want here. Oh, let's see. I have some orange here to put in the corners. Now, I'm doing this live, and I don't really know how to edit to change things, so it's going a little differently than I planned, but isn't that kind of the fun of card making? We just sort of never know. Like, I'd like some yellow here, and I don't have yellow, so I'll come back and see what I do have, and I'll put that in. So that's okay. We'll just go to the next one. This was going to be my finishing one, but it's going to go right here. It says, I'm going to put these words in. Okay, sometimes that's all there is to say, and I'm here for you. So those are going to be my final words. But then we still have this one. So this one is going to say, hope things get better soon. Oh, that's a good ending too. Hope things get better soon. And here we have some more of these orange pieces. So we'll put those in. Maybe I just didn't even cut enough. So that would be an interesting thing. But you know, we can find more scraps. But isn't this fun? So as you're watching, I hope you're thinking about what else. This would make a great birthday card. Just think of all these fun things. Now we'll see. So now this will be my ending. So sigh. This is not good. Okay, all I have to put in here, I have one... I have 2 greens, but that's okay. We can do tone on tone. It still kind of gives it that little matching kind of the block in the block. It's kind of like a color blocked card. Oh, this is not good. Sometimes that's all there is to say, and I'm here for you. Oh, and here I just have, oh, look at this. This is interesting. Do you know I reversed my 2 colors at the beginning of what I was thinking? But I kind of like it. It's okay because, you know, it sort of fits the card. Things don't all go as planned. So see, I'll fit those in too. And I think that actually looks kind of nice, the color on color. But of course, you can make yours the way I had intended. And look, hope things get better soon. So I thought, how fun is that? So we're going to look at these side by side. Well, I guess we can't really do side by side, but I was going to show you this one again. So thanks, my friend, ever so much for everything from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, thanks. So we have just a very humorous, fun card about wanting things to be better, kind of a lift you up card, and then an elegant thank you card. And if you saw, I also have a video on making a giant one of these cards. So you're going to want to watch that next. If you haven't seen that, thanks.